Alright everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So we're getting caught up on some Shonen Jump videos today. I did mean to get to these earlier today, but it has just been super boiling hot. I've been steaming inside my own skin, so wait till the evening when it's a little bit cooler, so that this is not, so recording these videos is a little bit easier. That said, they will not, I'm recording here on a Saturday night, but these videos will probably not be out until Sunday morning. Just because by the time I finish getting them uploaded and everything like that, it'll be too late and I want to try to get maximum engagement on it. So hopefully these will be dropping tomorrow along with the other Shonen Jump videos. So the plan for today is to get it caught up with the latest chapter of Kaiju as well as last week's chapter of Akane-Banashi. And then tomorrow getting around to the new video of Spy Fam, or no, to another chapter of Spy Family, as well as the newest chapter of Akane-Banashi as well. And then hopefully tonight I'm also going to get around to a video on Monstrous. If not tonight, I might do a video tomorrow, but I want to try to get maybe 2 videos out on it this weekend. We'll see. It really depends on the weather, how hard it gets, stuff like that. Plans to get those videos this week sometime. And then hopefully by next week I'll finally be re-caught up with Battle Angel Alita again. So I'll hopefully get back to the Rose read-through sometime next week. Look forward to an announcement closer to that date. But yeah, without further ado, let us dive into it with Akane-Banashi, Story 68, When Feelings Get Too Strong, with story by Yuki Suenaga, art by Takamasa Moe. So we pick up with Hikaru's performance having finished, with the audience just cheering and clapping. And you have people tweeting like, Hikaru's Rakugo is incredible. I wish I could have heard it in person. It's like, whoa, I'm all about Hikaru. Everyone watch. Rakugo is wild. It's crazy. It's like, no words. And you have a reporter girl going, she's so divine. And you have, thank you very much. That was Hikaru Arakawa. It's like, let's move on to the judging phase. And of course you have Rakugo supervision by Keiki Hayashiya, translation by Stephen Paul, lettering by Sneer Aron. So we have judges, audience members, and stream watchers input your scores now. Jeff, Akane is to be considered the strongest contender here. If I want to stand a chance of winning, I need to beat Kaiichi's score of 91. You have Zenmai just going, it's like, please score her lower than me, please score her lower than me. It's like, we've got our total. Can you guess how many points Hikaru Arakawa has earned? Nice. So you see a total of 93. So you see Iken gave her 18, Ryujaku 19, Gakuman 17, the audience 19, and the stream 20. It's like, with that, she surpassed Kaiichi's score, now sits in first place. And Kaiichi just lets out a little breath as Zenmai pours in. Was like, 90? So again, she's earned her first perfect score from the streaming audience. You have her manager be like, yeah! And the reporter bros like, she has many fans and she performed in a way that's easy for beginners to parse. It's no wonder she got high scores from the audience, but the judges also gave her uniformly high scores. So you see, Iken gave her and Kaiichi the same score. Ryujaku gave her almost a score lower than he gave Kaiichi. Gakumon gave her 1 point higher, audience 1 point lower than Kaiichi, and the stream was significantly higher than Kaiichi. So he's like, yes, I guess that proves her Rakugo skills are the real deal irrespective of her fame. It's like, how does it feel to be in first right now? It's like, Hikaru seems awfully calm up there. It's like, she's no different from usual. All the work she's done to prepare for today has paid off. She's in first place, at least for now. You'd think she could be happier about the result. And, what is Snake? I don't know why I never remember. Karashi. Karashi's like, nah, of course you can't be happy. Not yet. And the reason's obvious. Your real opponent's still waiting. And Akane is thinking she's polished her Rakugo skill and vocal ability so much since the Karaku Cup. And she much says to herself, it's like, I became a Rakugoka so that I could beat you, Akane Arakawa. And she thinks back to, so I made up my mind. I'm going to decide I'm going to be a Shinichi and prove that Dad's Rakugo was great. Jeff, Maikuru Anisan gave me 3 options that day. A story that disregards the judging process and gets the most out of my nin. A story with easily enjoyable characters that an audience would love. They each chose stories that allow them to make full use of their experiences. I chose neither of those options. What I chose, the reason that I became a Rakugoka, and you see us watching Gorky. Oh, God, I always mess up the names. Give me a second here. Where are you? I'll be at the top. Yeah, Guriko. I see Guriko and Micro watching a stream. It's like, the closer at last. Finally, a Kenner gets to go on. And Guriko's like, you've had a lot to drink. Are you going to be able to focus? It's like, yeah, for sure. Nothing leaves me intoxicated, save for girls. He's like, uh-huh. So Bear-chan and Kyo-chan should have stuck around to watch with us. So they didn't have a choice. They both had meetings for upcoming events. It's like, well, I'm happy. The person who I really wanted to see at Kenru's performance was you, Gurin. It's like, what is that? And you have a, what's this? As what Shiguma comes in, and he goes, you seem to be enjoying yourself. And he's like, oh, is the care to join us, Master? A Kenru's about to go on. He's like, yes. Iken's public audition, is it? It's like, that's the one. It's like, Kenru's going to perform the story I recently taught her. And he's like, which of the three did you teach her? It's like, changing time. It was her choice. And he thinks back to her father, I guess assuming performing the same one. And he's like, I suppose I'll watch too. It's like, really? It's like, that's what I like to hear. It's like, we're down to our final performer in today's selection round. After this performance, we'll finally have our finalist, the Rakugoka, who will be joining Master Iken's 4-person event. Without further ado, let's bring out the final performer of the selection round. Jeff, here I go, Dad. It's like Akane Arakawa. And she thinks back to Shiguma asking her, and you still want to do this? It's like, yes, I'm going to be a Shinichi of the Arakawa school and make them all realize, especially him, how great my dad's craft was. She have a little like montage for like growing up, that from the time she was little, her feelings have never wavered. The fact that she's gained so much skill at her young age shows you the strength of those feelings. But when feelings get too, oh God, again, like the dark artwork behind her with like her dad looming like a specter behind her. Oh, so good. When feelings get too strong, they can become shackles that hold you down. How does Akane view Shinta's art today? To her, this performance could be a watershed moment for her life as a Rakugoka. And as she gets onto the stage, she begins with a please relax and listen to my story. So yeah, again, not much to say. This was very much a transitionary chapter. I don't think my thoughts have changed too much. What was it? I'll have to go back and listen to whether I mentioned I wanted Hikaru to become the Dark Horse winner. I think I mentioned that, so we might be on track for that. I'll go double check and confirm that. But again, I'm kind of laying out my finalist. Things would be Hikaru winning first place. Akane squeezing in second, I would be okay with. Although I think for me, third personally would be ideal. But I think the off like I've kind of stressed this multiple times. I've kind of explained my reasoning stuff for it. But again, I feel like Akane coming out and winning with number one would be too expected and too like it just wouldn't be satisfactory for me personally. It really would depend on the strength of the performance and how it is put to the page. So depending, like if it's a really like stellar performance and narrative, that might get me to change my mind if she ekes out a victory. But I'm still hoping to see her lose for the first time in the series, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, like especially like because a lot of this is kind of it could really go either way with like the way the lead up to this is set up, with everyone being like the judges gave her all uniformly high scores, etc., etc. So this could be like a reverse of like Akane gets like either perfect scores or like almost close to perfect, like everyone gives like 19, 19, 19, 19 across the board, which kind of like reaffirms her belief that her father's Rakugo was worthy of being given credit. The paths he chose, like he does have merit, all that kind of stuff. It would reinforce that, which again would be a nice kind of narrative to go for. But at the same time, like I feel like even if Akane does come in third, having a narrative where, even though she's lost, she still kind of has that affirmation that, her that father's Rakugo does have worth, is still has like potential, that kind of thing. I feel like would be a far stronger one than just her like getting the victory in first place. Uh, but yeah, like I said, we'll see how it all plays out. This really was like an aperitif, a teaser for what's to come. I'm kind of glad I waited for this with the next chapter dropping tomorrow. I think that'll make it a little bit easier to kind of process and see what my feelings on it are. But yeah, excited for it. Again, artwork is always just phenomenal. Like that, the ink splattered like panel effect of like her father just like looming over her. Absolutely phenomenal. Just the artwork in this is always phenomenal. No real complaints or criticisms with regards to that, but yeah, really looking forward to it. So yeah, as always, if you enjoyed this content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have different opinions from what I suggested, if you think Akane does deserve to win, you can tell me your reasons below. I'd like to hear different takes on this as well. If you'd like to let me know stuff like that, that would also be appreciated. But yeah, like I said, if you really like these videos, please do like, comment, subscribe. It really does mean a lot. Like I've mentioned a couple of times before, I'm only 8 subscribers away from the magical 69 number. So if you want to help me get to that, that would really mean a lot to me. Like I mentioned, these videos will probably drop tomorrow along with a new chapter of Akane and Spy Family as well. I'm going to try to get some monsters today as well, so look forward to that. Like I mentioned, hopefully Alita will be back next week. And until next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.